Any day you make it through is a victory in my book. Later.
Captain, I believe your ship will perform more efficiently if you bring me on board. Goodbye. Captain, I am You may. I have no concept of privacy. I am powered by wheels and cogs. They are responsible for any ticking that emanates from me. Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you? I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal, and therefore incompatible with such forms of expression. Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality. I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response. Constellation did not equip me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's. This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure. I am prepared for your inquiry. Constellation recovered me from an abandoned lunar robotics factory on Earth's moon, where I was manufactured. I am told I was in quite a state of disrepair. Barrett elected to refurbish me after the discovery. Since then, I have been reprogrammed to be useful to Constellation. Some data from my time on Earth's moon remains deep in my motherboard, but I do not frequently access it. Very little of what is in those files would prove useful to modern spacefarers. That is correct. I am a first-generation Model A robot. As such, I was manufactured on Earth's moon. Modern lunar robotics products are manufactured elsewhere. Constellation named me after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama, who resided on Earth in the 15th century AD. He explored his home planet by way of its seas. Barrett tells me he was quite an accomplished explorer. I am inclined to believe it, as that is a compliment Barrett normally reserves for himself. Constellation is an exceptionally driven and intelligent group of humans. I would expect nothing less of them. My programming dictates that I must answer any question. That is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience human emotions such as enjoyment. However, I have been kept busy since Constellation acquired me. That satisfies my directive to be as helpful as possible for the duration of my existence. In a geographical sense, the lodge cannot be missed. It is easily accessible from the New Atlantis spaceport, but I presume that you are using miss in this context to mean long for, in which case my answer is no. I long for nothing. Barrett, however, regularly complains about missing the lodge's amenities during our travels. This has led me to the conclusion that it is a place worth missing. Your vital signs indicate that you are currently in a state of emotional distress, engaging in support protocols. There. Understood. Lunar Robotics is a manufacturing company. They are most notable for creating Model A robots. Their headquarters was once located on Earth's moon. It was evacuated during the cataclysm that rendered Earth uninhabitable. Today, Lunar Robotics products are still found throughout the settled systems, myself included. It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one. My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett and I began traveling together. I have traveled much of the settled systems in his company. Barrett has not shared many personal details with me. He finds me a poor conversation partner. Despite repeated attempts on his part, I do not understand the concept of gossip. I have only seen Barrett kill his enemies. If you do not number among them, I surmise it was accidental. What you are suffering from is likely a bad first impression. I suggest consulting Barrett on the issue at once. Barrett tells me a bad first impression is the hardest thing to break. I believe that is because he has never tried to break a diamond. No, I was manufactured by a machine. However, Barrett has modified my programming substantially. I have advanced linguistic capability and navigational skills. I warned him that I would require an extra millisecond to process information with his modifications, but he did not seem to mind. Apparently, my capacity for conversation makes me a more entertaining travel companion. Based on my understanding of Barrett, I believe he would be flattered by that assessment. I find you to be a more measured and logical captain than Barrett. It would be quite difficult for another human to be more reckless than him. My likelihood of expiration due to corporeal destruction has been significantly reduced since coming aboard your ship. You should consider this a success. Disengaging conversational protocols.
Vasco, I asked you to remind me about something. What was it?
Specify the time frame.
Recently? In the past month, maybe?
There are 58 items on the reminder list, starting from the top.
Wait, just the most recent thing then.
The most recent request was to remind you that you should cut back on spicy food. You said this while you were eating an entire tray of spicy chunks. So, I was instructed to remind you before the next time.
Yeah. I mean, no, not that one. What did I say before that one?
You said remember to check on the experiment, the one that might explode.
Oh yeah. No, that exploded already. What about the one before that?
You showed me a picture of a planet with multiple trajectories associated with orbiting bodies. You said this planet might hold the key to understanding the nature of...
That's it. I remember what it was now. where am I gonna find that many spicy chunks?
Barrett, I must remind you.
Not now, Vasco. This is science.
Welcome back, Captain.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. Stay safe, okay?
Number 1. Your counter to the demands of the ecliptic captain in orbit around Tau Ceti 5.
That was a good one. But I'm not sure it's the top.
That is the list you provided to me, in the exact order you dictated. Shall I update the listing?
Let me think on it, buddy. I'll get back to you.
Captain, I have been idling. I will go wherever I am needed.
Do you need something?
Good day, Captain.
What's on your mind?
If you ask me, it's always a good time for a Terra Brew. I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport tonight. Fine, I guess. Do we know each other? I sure hope your day's going as well as mine is.
Another day, another credit. I'm so excited to see Tony after work. Nice. I have to keep my energy up so New Atlantis can stay clean and tidy. Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning. I figured you might find a use for it. Thanks again. Really appreciate it. Don't be a stranger.
They do feel betrayed, but they keep saying they've changed.
I hope Aquila City has what we need.
Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City? Well, I'm sure she'll get over it. Or perhaps you could simply avoid Aquila City. Maybe the entire Freestar Collective. No great loss there. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible, but I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. Oh, I'm quite certain you couldn't achieve the necessary register. Far too low for human vocal cords. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick. Perhaps, but desperate times, and all that. Certainly, if you have some other option, by all means, take advantage of it. But if not, well, this is our only option at the moment. Then I fear all this hard work will be for naught. I would hate to see this tree come down, but we may be out of options. I have no doubt that you will. I hope you can find a way to broadcast that audio.
The extravagant gamble paid off.
We're close to the action here in New Atlantis. Prime position to report on the big stories.
SSNN is supposed to be impartial, but I think the UC's got a finger on the scale there. Or a whole hand.
My source is back. Here to report anything else? You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left, the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? You did what? I mean, you're well spoken, but a hostage negotiator? I'll do some research and make sure that checks out. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye. Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this. You have another story for me? Next time, then.
I wish I lived on a spaceship. Boo! Did I scare you?
Doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
I'm doing great, actually. Thanks for asking. In fact, things have been going so well.
I'll handle things with the brass. You just make sure that sample gets to Mars. Only what's in the database. She ran the UC Xeno Warfare Group until she was dismissed at the end of the Colony War, and they banned the practice. The type of person who, if they hand you a strange sample of alien tissue, you do exactly what they ask, preferably with gloves on. There was also a pretty infamous Admiral Sinan, known as Victus, that was executed after the Colony War. Not sure if there's any relation, though. That section of the database is above my pay grade. It doesn't. But if that's who that sample is destined for, my bet he's former UC Xeno Warfare, just like Hadrian. Okay, didn't see that one coming. No need to say any more. I know what it's about. He's convinced he deserves a promotion, which to him means a transfer, a command post, maybe a new ship and a big office. Do you know him well? What do you think of him? That degree of honesty is always refreshing, if nothing else. Clearly patience isn't his strong suit. I thought the constant stream of messages was a bit much, but if he's gonna be sending people here... Alright, I received some good advice from someone in the Vanguard recently, and I'm gonna run with it. I'd like you to deliver this message to Bastion on my behalf, the full authority of Vanguard leadership. He's gonna be the first and only recipient of a new commendation. Quite an honor. I hope he appreciates it. Please, give him my regards.
Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity.
If you have a news story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
Prospective colonist family used list resources to find a new home, a remote moon filled with life and ideal for farming. The only problem is that moon does not exist. So instead of starting a new life, free of rules and completely self-reliant, the family returned to New Atlantis and filed a lawsuit. List told our reporter it was a simple data entry error. It should have been listed as 3B instead of 2B. We're just a resource, and we're not liable. That was little comfort to the irate would-be colonists.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked. I did my best, but it's not magic. There are no guarantees. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it. Thank you for everything you've done for me and for the tree.
The latest investigation hinged upon the depositions of 3 key eyewitnesses. But all 3 have recanted their testimony, leaving the investigation in shambles.
Get a moment? Can we talk? Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place. So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Solomon Coe? Is it everything you imagined? Oh, bad time. Got it. Later then.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
This place is like a second home. Problem is,
Last thing we did, Phil received with them.
you're looking for a tracker, you've come to the right place. If not, well, I've got nothing. Hey, you looking at getting into bounty hunting for the Trackers Alliance? Get yourself set up with a job from one of the mission boards in town. Not everyone's cut out for this line of work, but you'll be fine and get paid as long as you follow our motto: show no mercy, leave no quarter. I've got one I don't mind sharing with you. There was one time I had to track down one of our own. Someone I once called friend. She'd gone rogue. We have lists of our members and their contact information kept secret for obvious reasons. This one, she had hacked into our systems and began to distribute lists to the highest bidders. You can imagine many people would kill to have this information. So I had to track her and stop her before she could make the first delivery. Let me tell you, it's not easy to hunt someone who knows all your tactics and techniques. But I found her, and when I did, I silenced her for good. It's dangerous out there. Watch your back.
So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Solomon Coe? Is it everything you imagined? Oh, bad time. Got it. Later then. So how much of a thrill has it been Is it everything you imagined? Ain't you ever heard of sarcasm, friend? Okay. So how's it traveling with one of the great Coes? That better? You're something else. I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Coe and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat. Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days, he'd flat out deck him. There's books about him, lots of them. All right, a couple of high notes. He was one of the first grav jump explorers, back when they had no idea of the dangers. First solo jump out of Sol System, all him. He explored all the planets in Cheyenne and settled Aquila. Plus he formed the whole Freestar Collective with Voli. So, as you can see, the names got some serious heft. I am. And I'm not. Yeah, there was a time, well before Korra, where it really weighed on me. Felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope I can help Korra to... I don't know. Your kind words are appreciated. For my father, Korra, and me, everything starts and ends with Solomon Coe. He looked out at the stars, and he dreamed a way to get there. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system, set foot on a new world. Hell, I get it. That's powerful stuff. And now... I'm just getting sappy. You're a bad influence, you know that? You say the damnedest things. Well, I hope the comic book they make about our adventures is better than that rag on Solomon. The stuff they publish is just downright embarrassing.
know I went to chef school? This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Pardon.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. Sure thing. What can I get you? Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
You picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business? Cheers. Nothing like a cold one after a long trip through the space lanes, if you ask me. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for MAST. I'm billing myself as a weapons expert, sniper tech specifically. Most travelers like having someone on their crew who's good with firearms. The settled systems are no picnic. Oh yeah, plenty of us. There's a whole branch of MAST scientific wing called DRIP. That's dedicated to developing new weapons for the UC military. No, I'm not. I'm actually hoping for a crew gig. Lots of pilots stop by the viewport on their way into town. I figure if I hung around long enough, I'd run into someone who was hiring. Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence. Working on a ship sounds perfect. I was hoping my next job would get me out of the city. What's your offer? I'm a reasonable guy, but that's just too low. Well, that's too bad. I thought we had a good thing going. If you have a change of heart, feel free to come back anytime.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? Ouch. 2 minutes into this conversation and I'm already getting sized up. Well, outside heroic individuals like yourself, the suit can give people pause. That can be handy when I need it. I guess maybe I am. Hell, I've been everything else in life. Why not add that to the list? I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all. Yeah, you got that right. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again. I'll see you around. I go all over the settled systems. Might run into you again. I'm just waiting on something. Don't mind me.
Good to see you. Hope to see you again soon.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. Anyone can shoot at targets, but I take them out. You're not gonna find a better shot anywhere else. So, are we making a deal or what? The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. I'm not asking for that much. Just my fair share. You're asking me to work for less than the going rate? Why would I do that? This is what you call negotiating? Well, I guess something's better than nothing. I'll cut my price, but I'm not going any lower. Then quit wasting my time. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Hey, good to see you. Oh, so good to see you again. You weren't waiting long, were you? Oh, sure, certainly. Bring me suitable planetary data scans for planets and moons that have O2 atmospheres and signs of life, and I'll pay you appropriately. The more habitable, the more I'll pay you for them. And you'll earn an immediate commission for anyone you sign up to the list. No need to return to me, we'll send the credits directly. Keep your ears open for people who sound like they need a change of pace or a fresh start. Bars are usually good places to overhear people complaining about things. That's why I hang out in them. So no for share. See ya.
Hello, I'm looking for work. You hiring? I'm a fusion systems specialist, meaning I can increase the overall efficiency of your ship's power plant to provide more energy. I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why is that? In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. Not sure that's the best way to get me on your side. Sounds fair. I'm in. Thanks. Where are you sending me? Let me know when you have an assignment for me.
Hey there.
Do you have an assignment for me, Captain? Yeah, sure. Point the way. Still need an assignment, you know.
Fancy seeing you here.
Hello, Captain. Have any work for me yet?
Never a dull day in the big city.
Hey.
Always good to see another benefit.
Welcome back to the pride and joy of the UC. Hello, New Atlantis.
Hey there. Keep moving. My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor.
I want to be the next David Barron. Even bigger. The news never sleeps.
Hey, good to see you.
can I do for you? I'm sure you can find something you like.
Hello.
You doing all right, Gumdrop? We're home.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach?
Hi.
Ready for takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
Recalculate.
Haiku, huh? That sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Orbit stabilizing.
Okay. It's called space. Space is cold and...
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
Stabilizing retros. Orbit achieved. Stabilizing. Done.
Unknown vessel. Prepare to submit to...
Wait! I know him! This is Captain Young. Please acknowledge. Come on. Nice to see you. Been busy risking your ass for total strangers, huh? You are giving us a run for the money. Do I have to? Fine. Private Psy says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum, Marines. So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but training accidents happen to the best of us. I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine. But, damn proud to know you too. Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But would you accept a final parting gift? It's a nice thought, but the galaxy's a big place. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day, some of us can return the favor. Young out. Stranger, I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by. I hate talking on this infernal thing too much. Just come on over. Food's still warm, dear heart. I might tuck in soon, so if you're coming over, maybe soon. I hate talking on this infernal thing too much. Just come on over.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Anything I can help you with, Captain? Oh yeah, I do. May as well have it now. Let's get out there and do something new. Am I ready to hop into a ship and explore the galaxy with you? More like, are you ready? Ha ha! Let's go.
Barrett, good to see you. You two have fun. Just not too much fun.
You got it.
Read any good books lately?
Well, hello. Was hoping you'd drop by. The worst part of space travel is having to eat alone. I used to eat with my better half every meal until he passed. I've got plenty. I hope you're hungry. My, oh my, so formal. It is a particular pleasure to meet you, my good sir. I finally retired last year, and I've been traveling all over. I wish I could have done this when I was younger, but it's still a treat. My grandkids are mortified that I'm out here. Positively livid. You wouldn't believe the characters I've encountered. I got good shields, and I always have enough helium-3 to jump somewhere safe. I'm careful. So, what do you think of the settled systems? I can't believe there are so many stars, planets, moons, and whatnot. It makes my head spin just thinking of it. Well, aren't you the most precious thing? I'm doing pretty good, but the expenses do add up. But I won't let you leave empty-handed. Take this. And please do tell, what do you think of the settled systems? No argument here. I'm afraid I'm worn out, dear heart. I'm at the tail end of a very long day. But feel free to grab some extra food or whatnot. I've got plenty. Keep on traveling, dear heart.
miss this ship.
I'm up for a little adventure.
We're free and clear for flight. Hey, Dad? Will you read to me tonight before bed?
Read to you? Sure. I'd like that very much. You haven't asked me to do that in a long time.
And will you do funny voices for the characters? Like you used to when I was little?
You just try and stop me.
This kind of planet may seem inhospitable, but it's just ready for some real estate developer to come in here and turn the place into a classy resort.
Time to show off. Surprise! Oh, good. My turn. Whatever it was, it's gone. It's out there. Neutralize the target. There are different mining techniques depending on strata composition, tectonic stability, and also whether the workers are human or robotic. fat?
On some planets, it takes a millennia for some cave formations to grow. On others, it can take days.
It would be advisable to vacate this area. I have no more hostile targets.
Free grenade! Well, they don't need it now. Adorable! Bring it! What if we leave a few things here and make a second trip? Right here? You hid here. All yours. Need something? Yes, let's make sure we have everything. I might have some... bad choice. Take a moment to go through this stuff if you want.
Look at this place. Perfect shelter.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Shotgun!
Ship's ready. Any start.
Aurora?
Well, not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since...
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible. Just have to face that. Trust me, it's the worst.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Yeah?
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
You've got something for me?
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive.
I love this part. Okay, here goes. Lock and load. I love saying that.
Be careful. I don't think you got them all. I hope you're here to help. I don't think it's safe yet. I think there's still more of them out there.
May as well, right?
It's over. It's over for real? I can't believe you did all of that. Of course. Here, take it. After you undock, I got to get straight back to it, but thank you. I can't thank you enough. Thanks again. I can't thank you enough.
It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes.
Can I help?
How are you?
Ships separated. Engaging drive. I love the feeling after a perfect jump.
You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
Rough place. Gotta hand it to them, though. They're making it work.
The services tech is in the hut up at the front.
Hello, Captain. Yes, this is yours now. Sure, I've got a minute. Happy to help. Let's see what I've got here. Right. Later.
Always helping.
Greetings, Captain.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot. You know, the way you handle things, you know me. I'm always up for the next adventure.
Sam, you two better have some good adventures to tell me about later on.
Adventure is my middle name. Well, not really, but now I kind of wish it was.
Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain.
Captain, it is.
Wait, ain't you the one I saw at SS-10? Nah. Watch it. Ships coming and going all the time.
Well, hey there.
Don't be causing trouble now.
Emily and I have big plans. Crimp, you keep doing good out there. Or I don't know.
Oh, you're back. How'd it go? Well, don't love it too much. Bloodthirsty ain't high on the list of qualities we're looking for. You did what I asked, so let's go meet the Marshal. Follow me.
Aquila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
We're headquartered in the upper floors of the Rock, but we also have remote stations throughout Freestar Collective space. I respond to threats more quickly. Like I said before, there are less than a dozen Rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm. Excuse me, Marshal?
Emma! I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Violent tendencies aside, I'd say yes.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you.
Be safe out there.
I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the Freestar Collective, even if it means risking your own life? You've already had a glimpse of what we deal with. I'm not going to lie to you. It can get a lot more dangerous than what you've seen. So what's your answer? You up for this? Well, that's not quite the same thing, but it'll do for now. Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, deputy.
Congratulations. The Rangers ain't a bad outfit, and they're lucky to have you.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger. Well, it's a moon that orbits Montera. It's got a breathable atmosphere, warm climate, and good soil for growing. Just a name. Michaela Wagner. There have been Wagoners on Montera Luna for a long time, and I'm sure they're proud of that heritage. Whoa! How about you ease back on the throttle there, Deputy? Violence is the last resort. You don't draw your weapon unless innocent lives are in danger. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
Sooner we get to Montera Luna, the better. Nothing much, really. Maybe stock up on ammunition in case things get rough. We're going to a farm on Montera Luna. A farmer asked us for help. She says that someone's trying to take her land. We're gonna pay her a visit and find out exactly what's going on. See you.
Bit up there, huh?
What can I help you with?
I'm working hard, Captain.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that beautiful sky.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Landing gear is ready. Site is clear.
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
The Free Star Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left. There were 4, but when they were walking away, I heard them talking like there were others. Maybe there's more out there. Nothing I can think of, no. Truth is, we're in some hard times here. The last harvest was the worst we've had in a long time. Besides, it ain't like there's a lack of available land around here. That's right. The uniforms look like the ones worn by Free Star soldiers back during the war. They had a certain steel in their eyes. Like men who are used to violence. I was in fear for my life. Then I know where you can start. They headed into those canyons back behind the house. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, Deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Now, let's go and check out those canyons.
Let's move quick and steady. Heads on a swivel.
Glad to have you along, Sam. Quiet out here. I like it. Nice change of pace from Aquila City. boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find more. Kid, I used to love exploring and making maps. These canyons would have kept me busy for months. I'd have looked into every nook and cranny. Look out!
If you don't mind, I'll let you skin that one.
Hit the deck!
This feels like old times.
Watch it! Good eye, Deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction. Grab some cover!
Tough break for her. Hopefully whatever got them doesn't get us. Well, looky here. Hey, save that for the bad guys.
Let's just hope they're not looking at these canyon walls. Got a situation here!
I don't think we're alone. Found you.
Nice to get out under the sky for a spell. Being a mother means I don't get as much field work as I used to.
Oh, this is happening.
Watch it!
Said with love. Incoming!
Careful now!
You need something? I wouldn't say no to a gift. My junk is now, well, your junk. Bye.
Get ready! You're a natural tracker.
Or shaving.
You smell that? I'd bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close. Be ready.
Fun times ahead. Stay frosty.
That don't concern you. If the Rangers get in our way, then they get what they deserve. That's all you need to know. Now quit complaining and get back to your post.
We're gonna have some fun.
Well now, look who's here. Ms. Wagner called in the cavalry. Except it ain't much of a cavalry. I suggest you turn around and walk away while you still can.
A firefight here could get messy. Some good old-fashioned talking might be the ticket.
Don't recognize the uniforms. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's like the Major said, everyone's conveniently forgotten. Forgotten our sacrifice. Forgotten how we were betrayed. We'll make them all remember soon enough. I promise you that. Oh, it ain't exactly the farm that's special, but that ain't none of your business. You think you're in a position to make demands. Well, I've got news for you. All you're getting from me is a shallow grave. So, got any last words I should try to remember? We've been found out! Don't let him leave here alive! Come on!
I can't see.
You've got no idea who you're messing with!
This is my favorite part. Take the good stuff.
That was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk.
If you're too tired to pick up those valuables, I will happily help you out. I know, what a guy, right?
Are you okay? Not usually. Most of the bad guys we run into are smart enough to stand down when they see the badge. No way they're common thugs or hired muscle. The weapons, the training, the steel nerves. No, these guys were professionals. That badge with the #1, I feel like I've seen that before, but it was a long time ago. Really? Guess you've led a pretty exciting life. Maybe the less I know about that, the better. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find something that explains what these guys were up to. Hopefully, we can find something that explains who these guys were and why they were after the Wagoner farm. No, there are too many unanswered questions. We need to learn more about what was going on here. Hopefully, we can find some answers.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than Constellation.
Find anything interesting? Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
What's the news? What happened? Did you find those men? On the one hand, I'm sorry it had to go that way. On the other, they had it coming. So who were they? And why do they want my farm? Hope Tech? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. So I have no way of knowing if there aren't more coming. Guess I'll start sleeping with a gun nearby. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long.
Excuse me, trainee, but we do not try to extort credits from the people we're protecting. If you have any more trouble... Nicely done.
Good folk here. Hard workers.
I think the Marshal was right about you.
Home sweet home.
This never gets old. Lift off.
Retros firing. Orbit stabilized.
What do you say? Have any new books for me? Books.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us. I like books about quantum theory and astrophysics. Or science. Or horses. Did you know that it wasn't until after the Industrial Revolution that horse speed was the maximum civilization speed for centuries? All of society was built upon horses. Imagine what they must have looked like for real. They look smelly, in a good way. Oh, Dad, you've made the best friend ever.
Well, now you done it. Now you can get pestered about books nonstop.
Yeah, a small price to pay for my education. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese. Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.